All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, call Allah, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the powers of Israel, aka the powers of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick, the inspiration in this video through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? I came across a video. I don't know how old it was, but it was this devil, Elon Musk, speaking on a thing called universal basic high income, whatever. Now, there's a term, universal basic income, and they're basically one and the same, basically, but he's basically saying that, like none of us will have jobs as the title reads. You know what I'm saying? I actually posted a video, him speaking on it in my YouTube. It should be in, I think, in the shorts or the regular videos. But anyway, so but you gotta remember, Elon Musk, who's the owner of Tesla, and I believe he owns the Twitter shit. I think he owns Twitter too. He's basically talking about a universal basic income, basically where no one has no jobs, but you still get paid. Now, he's not coming out and saying it's the actual micro hit, but it's going to show that what they're gradually leaning towards. Because what else? They're not going to be paying people in gold and silver. Cash is becoming not a thing anymore. So what exactly are you going to be paying with that and this whole thing with the digital ID, digital currency, cash in society, right? So if this guy's in Trump's cabinet, so he's in a Oval Office, if you will. What he's saying, that means that Trump is down with. And that means that's what the elites, through the spirit of the Lord, because the Lord is controlling even the elites, that they about to bring out this mark at the MOTB in the beast system, man, which is spoke about in the scriptures, man. Elon Musk, no, yeah, that's the guy that owns Tesla. I think that's Elon Musk, right? Yeah, owns Tesla. He's the guy that made it the Neuralink shit too. I believe. I think that's him. Neuralink, the brain chip. You know what I'm saying? Talking about like all this, like this digital shit, like it's like going all in the AI, artificial intelligence, robots. They're trying to make their kingdom is their technology, and it's reaching to its capacity soon, man. Because at the end of the day, when the devil said when he goes to fill his belly, so he's gonna try to get he gonna get the MOTB out. He's gonna cause it all because it's prophecy. But here's how they doing it. And here's how they're gradually moving towards it. So I actually Googled, and even with the Google shit now, when you Google something, it says something at the top that says AI overview. Then you had the whole thing with the boy Zuckerberg. He had the whole meta universe. They all get into this digital shit, man, like making everything more digital and humans obsolete. You know, so everything you have to deal with is through a computer or do some kind of database. All right. So I'm going to read the little overview that the AI has. So it says, universal high income is a concept that Elon Musk has proposed as a way to address the potential consequences of AI of replacing traditional jobs. Potential consequence? No, they are going to replace traditional jobs, man. And it's not just Elon Musk. You got a lot of these billionaires and these corporate motherfuckers. They all for this, man. Because A, they don't have to pay people. And basically that causes more control of the people, man. Being able to track all their transactions, because that's what the bitch from the World Economic something will be able to track every single transaction that's done in the globe. So it's going to, remember, he said he calls it all, so he's going to cause everybody to get it. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right, and they're going to start talking about it, and they start bringing out more and more, because you already have people that have the mark, actually have the microchip in their body. But it hasn't become a thing to the masses. So reading this, so it says, explanation, it says, Musk envisions a future where AI makes most human jobs obsolete. Now this being taught, one of the articles, the article they have here is from like March of this year, July. Yeah, that's the most recent ones. But anyway, it says, yeah, most human jobs obsolete. It says, but a universal high income system ensures that everyone has a high standard of living. He believes that this will create an age of abundance with no shortage of goods and services. So that's what he's saying. That's the thing. That's how they're going to bring it in, because they can't just say, here, take this, see it. They have to give it to where this is not going to be a punishment. This is going to be the actual society. But the punishment for getting it is coming from the Heavenly Father. It's not just the fact, people say, oh, just a little device, what harm could it do? Well, first off, the harm it could do is you're having fucking artificial electric whatever in your body, for one, and two, the Lord said not to. But you're going to have a lot of people, including the Israelites, including the Lord's chosen people, that's going to get this seed, just like they got the V. Just like the same way they push out the V, the same way they gonna do it, the same way they gonna do it with this. But with this is gonna be like, no, this is life. It's not good. They ain't gonna need the excuse of a disease. They're gonna have it to where if you want to buy or sell. All right. So I'm gonna read that again. So it says Musk envisions and remember, Elon Musk is in Donald Trump, the president-elect's cabinet. Okay, so he's in the White House, along with other these corporate type motherfuckers like himself. Shit, Donald Trump is a corporate motherfucker. Anyway, it says Musk envisions a future where AI makes most human jobs obsolete. Oh, let's see what the word obsolete means, just for kicks. Obsolete. Am I spelling it? Hold up. Oh, I'm spelling it wrong. Huh? Obsolete. So the definition, I went into etymology online. So the definition of obsolete they have is that is no longer practiced or used, out of date, gone out of use, of a discarded type. It says from the Latin obsoletus, it says grown, old, worn out, past, fall into disuse, be forgotten about, become tarnished. So this is what he's saying about human jobs. Traditional jobs is going to be worn out. It says what? It says, yeah, it says AI makes most human jobs obsolete. So it means of not a use. So if you're gonna make most human jobs what again? Hold up. He's gonna make most human jobs no longer practiced, gone out of use, discarded, worn out, past, disused, be forgotten about. So he says most human jobs, AI is gonna cause most human jobs to be forgotten about, man. Which means what? People are not gonna work, but they're saying you're still gonna get paid. So going back to the article, to the Google. It says comparison to universal basic income. It says Musk's idea of universal high income is similar to universal basic income, which involves giving everyone a regular cash payment without restriction on how they spend it. However, Musk says that the world will have a high UBI rather than a universal basic income. It said Musk's visions builds on evidence from initiatives like the Alaska Permanent Fund dividend and the child tax credit expansion. It says potential benefits. It says Musk believes that a universal high income system could address poverty and inequality and ensure that no one falls below a certain income floor. So that's how they're gonna get you. Make it seem like everybody's equal now. Oh, like everybody's kind of like living on the up and up. Because why? It's gonna be digital. They're not gonna be giving cash. It said cash payments, but they're not gonna be paying cash. Even with the government assistance and systems now, they don't pay cash no more. It's all on a card or some kind of digital. Hell, everybody for the most part has direct deposit. Like honestly, probably nobody uses checks like that no more. And if they do use checks like that, it's an old motherfucker. It says some argue that UBI increases poverty by taking money from the poor and giving it to everyone. But that's how they're gonna make it digital, because it's gonna be basically like a fucking system of something untangible that nobody's touching. So and that's how they're gonna bring in the MOTB. Get your payment on your CHIP. I mean I mean, what else? What other explanation is there, man? They don't care about making people feel like they rich. Then if that was the case, it's so many things you could have did besides this. But no, this is prophecy. To where yeah, that's why he calls them everybody. You have to get paid like this. And they're gonna bring it in all cute, saying like, "See, something getting rid of the poverty line to take away the poverty line." So let's go into one of these articles. You got one article now, mind you. I don't know how old the video was the brother posted, but the article that I have right now from Yahoo Finance is from March 18th, 2024. But now, mind you, that was before the presidential election, but it's all during the campaign. Election year. This all during the election year. Think about the significance. And if Elon Musk is talking that, if he's talking that was March, and the universal basic income has been talked, all this digital and all this shit has been talked about for a long time before 2024. And gradually people have been going away from cash for years now. For years. At least more than like strongly, strong, going hard. People not using cash that much for a good 5 years now, man. A good 5 years. And especially once 2020 hit and the CV-19 hit. All right. But it's an article. So this is from Yahoo Finance, and it says Elon Musk predicts a universal high income as jobs are phased out and employment becomes obsolete. Now, what does that also mean? The grinding cease. Oh, man, I look at that real quick. I'm going to the blue letter. Bear with me. Ecclesiastes 12. Now, this is a book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 3, and it reads, "And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened." So the grinding, they said the grinders cease because they are few. He talked about getting rid of 80% of jobs, and that human jobs would be obsolete because of AI. Why is that? And especially the timing is impeccable because now you got all this, the World War III happening. You got all this is the last days. And the Lord said, what? Revelation 12:12, he knows he had but a short time. The devil's going to come down with a cruel wrath, hyperinflating the dollar, making everything expensive. So then he's going to come in with another plan and say, look, we're not longer going to use cash no more. You're going to have to use a universal basic high income or universal basic income or whatever. Cashless payments, digital ID. This is Esau's plan. This is the elite's plan, but this is really through the plan of the Lord, because the Lord is putting these devils' minds and these kings' minds to do these things, man, at this present time. Because why? We are in the last days, and can't nobody say otherwise. No one can say like, oh well, what else speaking about it, man? The Quran isn't. No other religions is talking about these events taking place in their religious books years ago. But the Lord said, what? The things written aforetime were written for our learning. These times. Yahawashi was talking about these times in Matthew the 24th chapter. He was talking about what's happening now. And that's how we know that Yahawashi is about to come back, and soon. Because now the third world coming quickly. And now you got all this digital currency. Now you got all this universal basic income. No cashless payments. Cashless society. And like I said, they're not going to start paying people silver and gold. They're not going to give away their resources that they have. They said give the people the digital currency now. CBDC. You got Donald Trump bigging up Bitcoin, talking about Bitcoin, the importance of Bitcoin, out of nowhere. And ironically, now Elon Musk is in your cabinet, the same guy that's talking about the universal basic high income, universal high income, universal basic income. Is that a coincidence? Is that something people could be like, that's nothing. No, this is prophecy. This is what the prophets of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI been talking about for years. No one else. All right, so it said the grinding cease because they are few. So what? He talking about getting rid of jobs. Let's go back to the article. So yeah, it says Yahoo Finance. It says, and this article is from March. It says Elon Musk predicts a universal high income as jobs are phased out and employment becomes obsolete. The grinding shall cease. It says it'll be somewhat of an equalizer. So you talk about the universal income thing. So it says Elon Musk made some striking predictions. Now, mind you, this guy's in Trump's cabinet as we speak. It says Elon Musk made some striking predictions about the impact of artificial intelligence on jobs and income of the inaugural AI Safety Summit in the UK in November. So this is November of 2023. Because this is March 2024. So it says the serial entrepreneur and CEO painted a utopian vision where AI renders traditional employment obsolete, but provides an age of abundance through a system of universal high income. Shalom, shalom. And it says, it's hard to say exactly what that moment is, but there will come a point where no job is needed. There will come a point where a job is no longer needed. Hold on, let's go back to that scripture real quick. Oh shit, I was in the blue letter. Now when you read Ecclesiastes 12:4 now says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. The sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Shit, look at the music industry. The quality of music is down. The actual music industry is down. All this shit, Hollywood is all coming out. They're a bunch of fucking weirdos, freaks and weirdos. Like, come on, like the shit is crumbling right before our very eyes, man. And it's the stuff that where you can't recover from. Diddy's not gonna be able to recover from this. Just the same way R. Kelly wasn't able to recover from it. And now you got fucking Jay-Z in the mix. And all these Hollywood producers, they all a bunch of weirdos, man. It ain't just these niggas. So the Lord said to do away with the whole industry. This shit all got to be purged. This shit all got to be burned. And the people that took part in it. That's what the Lord said, come out of her, my people. Let's see what I said in NLT. Oh, when you go into the going into the NLT of Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3, it says, remember him before your legs, the guards of your house start to tremble. Tremble. It says, and before your shoulders, the strong men stoop. Remember him before your teeth. Your few remaining servants stop grinding. Your few remaining servants stop grinding. And it says, and before your eyes, the women looking through the windows see dimly. And it's a very dim future for America, as a matter of fact. That's why everybody's going crazy. The whole system, the whole society, they're trying to change it to it. That's going to be the order out of chaos. Inflate the dollar, make everything so fucked up, have all the people turn on each other. And in the midst, you still got the nations going to war with each other. You got all this chaos. But everybody's still going to make money. Everybody's still going to profit. Remember, Esau think his house shall continue forever. He think this is going to be forever. He thinking that he got the drop on everybody. But the Lord got the drop on you, Esau. Because once you bring out your system, once you bring out your MOTB, that's curtains for you, nigga. And it's already curtains for you. The Lord said, sit down in the dust, O daughter of Babylon. There is no throne. You're not going to come back up. Like, listen, you're not going to come. America and Esau, his kingdom, and this whole setup of society, this is the last bit of his society. It's this digital shit. If you try to make jobs obsolete, and that's what the scriptures say, what other book is saying that, man? That's pertaining to the times of now, and not just some fucking bullshit. They try to make it seem that the Bible's a fairy tale, but the Bible talks about reality even in the future. Now, hold up. Now, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 4 in the NLT. It says, remember him before the door to life's opportunities is closed and the sound of work fades. He just said, human jobs should be obsolete. And it says, Ecclesiastes 12:4 says, remember him before the door to life's opportunities closed, and the sound of work fades. Now you rise at the first chirping of the birds, but then all their sounds will grow faint. It's gonna be real quiet on the streets of America. What are you gonna be doing? What are you gonna be doing? When that whole 15-minute cities and this digital world comes, nobody's hardly gonna be outside. Everybody's gonna be probably communicating through fucking video phones. That's how you know it can't be long, because Esau is actually ruining human interactions, man. He's actually ruining it. So where people don't want to talk, it's everybody's in their phone, everybody's in their tablet, everybody's in some kind of electronic device. Plopped in front of the TV all day. Nobody interacts anymore like that, man. Everything is via internet, via social media. And look what that's doing. And now you're just seeing a bunch of fuckery going on now. But anyway, so with that in mind, so now if it said what it said, hold on, what is the wording? It says, it says, remember him before the door to life's opportunities is closed and the sound of work fades. Now, Elon Musk, he said the sound of work fades. So Elon Musk said, it says, it's hard, where was I at? Hold up. Okay, yeah, here we go. It says, yeah. So talk about Elon Musk. It said the serial entrepreneur and CEO painted a utopian vision where AI renders traditional employment obsolete, but provides an age of abundance through a system of universal high income. So it said what? Render traditional employment obsolete. The sound of work fades. And jumping down to where, continuing on, it says, it's hard to say exactly what that moment is, but there will come a point where no job is needed. What is that? That ties to the scripture just read, and brothers, people posting it. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, third and fourth verse. He says no job where no job is needed. It says Musk told UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, you can have a job if you want to have a job, or sort of personal satisfaction, but the AI will be able to do everything. So that's people. It said have a job. Who's going to want to have a job? Everybody would talk about, is 5 o'clock here yet? Can't wait to get off work. Who the fuck is going to volunteer to work if you don't have to? They showed that thing with the would you have the whole thing with even with the CV-19 with the lockdown? People was getting unemployment. That was quite a time. So that was the test. Had people not working but still getting paid. That's what. If you think about it, that was a couple years ago. They did the trial run. They did the test run. People were happy. People still working from home, and then that's going to be obsolete. Because they say AI is going to be able to do everything. People are working from home because why? They're working on the computer. And it said AI will be able to do everything, robots and all that shit, man. They're going to be building stuff. But continuing on. And ultimately, when you get paid, the universal basic income, universal high income, where the fuck you want to call it, it's going to be what? You have to get paid through what? That Michael C hit. That's the final play. That's what this is leaning towards, man. What other explanation is there? So it says, continuing on in the article, it says, while admitting this prospect will not make people comfortable, Musk seemed optimistic about what he termed a protopian AI-driven future. And you got a lot of these rich people getting with it. You had, I believe in February of 2024, Tyler Perry was talking about he tested the AI because he just built it. He had to build a new studio, and he was like, somebody had put him onto AI, and he tried it out. And he was like, yo, I might no longer need all of this shit, man, because the AI could do things so quickly and efficiently, and for like less the price than having humans do it. Because that's really what it's about. It's always about money. So you gotta pay. You get to pay less people and still get the job done. But that's also mean what? You gotta trust in the government, because who's bringing all this AI shit? Who's bringing all this technology? It says, I think everyone will have, I guess it's Elon Musk still talking, it says, I think everyone will have access to this magic genie, and you're able to ask any question. It'll be certainly bigger for education. It'll be the best tutor, he said, and there will be no shortage of goods and services. It will be an age of abundance, because what? You're going to be asking AI everything. The whole thing with the Siri, all of the, Ask Alexa, they was getting us gradually programming. People didn't even peep how we becoming a digital utopia. I don't even say ask, hey, whatchamacallit, because my phone won't go off. But you have all of that. Ask Alexa this. Oh, Google, Meta Universe, Chat GPT, or whatever the fuck it's called. And that's what they're getting, this younger generation, these Gen Zs, these 20-year-olds, these teenagers, and younger, they're all coming into the digital world. This is what they're going to be accustomed to. When we was I'm an 80s baby. When I was coming up, the internet was just coming along, and then it was progressing. And now look what it's at now. Smart TVs, smartphones, flat screen TVs, all this shit that wasn't even, you didn't even imagine these things back in the day, but now we're just used to it. Oh, the age of abundance. It says, Musk's concept of universal high income appears to be an evolution of the universal basic income idea supported by other tech leaders like Sam Altman. Other tech leaders, and Trump got a whole bunch of tech people in his cabinet. And like I said, he's been talking heavy about this Bitcoin cryptocurrency stuff, man. So that's the direction we're going. Why you think they at least had him put Elon Musk in his cabinet? You think it was all just he picked? No, this is already set up from jump. This is set up from the beginning. And ultimately from the beginning of the what? The Heavenly Father's plan. I declared the end from the beginning. They're all going to the will of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. No other God there is. There is no other God. He's the God controlling everything on this earth. It says, we won't have universal basic income. We'll have universal high income, Musk said. It says, though he did not explicitly define the difference, in some sense, it'll be somewhat of a leveler and equalizer. It's worth noting that this isn't the first time Musk addressed the topic. In 2018, he posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, universal income will be necessary over time if AI takes over most human jobs. In 2018, a couple years before all the MX stuff, before the CV-19. 2018. What was that? About to be, 7 years ago now? In 2018. Now, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. He would. They're talking. They're talking about it more. Which means they're about to do it. All right. It says, this vision aligns with the recent discussions and experiments around universal basic income, especially in light of success of the expanded child tax credit in 2021. Now, I remember, was it America? I think it was America, but I know in the UK, they already had a pilot program. People already doing universal basic income, right, as we speak. And it said it was set, the trial was supposed to stop in September of 2025, which is what? 2025 is about to come. So they already have people, and people are saying they like it. They even got a show on Channel 5, Universal Basic Brothers or some shit like that. Something to that effect. All right? It says the temporary increase in changes in the distribution of the tax credit demonstrated how direct cash payments could lift millions out of poverty without reducing their participation in the workforce. The example of a child tax credit expansion, which lifted 3.7 million children out of poverty by December 2021, supports the idea that a well-designed system of cash assistance can positively impact society without encouraging a departure from the labor market. But he's talking about AI now, too. Remember, he's talking about the AI is going to take away most jobs. Not just a fucking poverty, but the AI is going to take people's jobs. It says no country has introduced a universal basic income sufficient for essential needs, but the U.S. has seen glimpses of its potential benefits through initiatives like the Alaska Permanent Fund Dividend and the positive impacts of the child tax credit expansion. These examples provide empirical evidence supporting Musk's vision, where a system of universal high income can ensure that no one falls below a certain income floor, addressing poverty and inequality in an age where AI may transform traditional employment. But who's at the bottom of the poverty line anyway? Jake. Who is not supposed to take the chip? Jake. Who the Lord says is going to be destroyed if you take the MOTB? Jake. The Lord don't care about the heathen. They can take it all they want. They can get it in their right hand or in their forehead, man. The Lord is talking about the Israelites. And so even a lot of Israelites are going to get it. Just like a lot of Israelites got the V. Just a couple years ago. People, and now people are dropping dead. Heart attacks, cancer, brain aneurysms. People just collapsing. Young, old, healthy. Young, healthy people. Athletes. Just collapsing, dropping the fuck dead. After this V came out, this when all this died suddenly. People just collapsing out of nowhere. Heart attacks just rampant heart attacks now. Cardiac arrest. Come on, man, it's up. I'm going to read the last two lines. So it says, Musk's positive outlook contrasts with recent critiques of universal basic income, yet it builds on the empirical evidence from past... I read that already. It says, whether Musk's AI-driven universal high income utopia or dystopia of mass unemployment comes to pass remains to be seen. No, it's going to come to pass. This is prophecy. See, they don't try to make it seem like, it might not. No, but this is from March. This article is from March 2024. He was talking about it in 2018. So this was 6 years ago. But from at this time, 6 years ago. 2018 from 2024. This article is from this year. So 6 years ago. It says, but his comments alongside the evidence from recent universal basic income related policies highlight intense debates around automation's economic impacts. It's hard to say exactly what that moment is, Musk said, indicating that the world may need to prepare for a radical redefining of work, supporting by policies that ensure economic stability and social well-being in the face of technological advancements. Now I'm going to read that scripture again. Now this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3, verse 4. Now remember, all that I just read what Elon Musk said, this is from March 2024. We're now in November 2024. No, December, excuse me. We're in December 2024. 2024 about to be done. We're about to head into 2025. So, with all that he said about jobs being obsolete, taking away human jobs, right? In Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 4, in the NLT, it says, remember him before the door to life's opportunities is closed and the sound of work fades. What was Elon Musk talking about? No more jobs. Human jobs being obsolete because of AI. I mean, what the fuck? And it says, and actually, I'm going to read verse 3 again in the NLT, though. It says, remember him before your legs, the guards of your houses start to tremble, and before your shoulders, the strong men stoop. So what? It said what? Motherfuckers going to be scared. They're scared right now. The keepers of the house, all these, these tech guys, they were afraid at one point for what was happening. But now this AI shit comes right along, and now everybody, they say like, oh, we need to do this. This will help us get over this hump that we've been in for these years, man. No more jobs, but goods and services remain. Nobody's gonna feel left out because everybody gonna get the same digital payments. Fucking play money, bullshit. Oh, so like, come on, like, you gotta get on the we gotta get on the level. Understand that this scripture that was written back then is talking about now. It says, remember him before your teeth, your few remaining servants. Remember that he talked about there ain't gonna be no more employees. Your few remaining servants, stop grinding. Because eventually, who the fuck, and they say, yeah, you can work if you want. Who's gonna volunteer to work? People hate working now. And especially you getting paid shit because it's hyperinflated dollar. But when the digital currency comes, you can't inflate that. That's gonna be just a I guess the term, stroke of a computer key. Pressing a button, AI, no, not even pressing buttons now. AI is going to be doing everything. So what do you think these billionaires are going to be? They're going to be out of America. They're going to be in them bunkers. Because at that point in time, remember, this war is going to continue. And then soon enough, the nukes are going to fly because in the midst of all this, these trade wars and these tariffs and all this shit going on, the nations are fighting over these same things, over the resources in the earth. Why do you think all these nations are fighting in the first place? It's not just because they don't like each other. It's because they're trying to take resources. They're trying to, be the top country. But that's why the Lord said, nation shall rise against nation. Yeah, Skynet. Yeah, that makes me think about Terminator. Wasn't that from? What's the shit name in Terminator 2 where they was working for? I forget the name. But yeah, man. And everybody's already used to this digital shit already. When you really think about it, everybody already used to it. So when they come with this digital payments, digital ID, everybody's going to be like, you know what I mean? They're already kind of like, they've already been primed to receive it. And that's where we're at. But ultimately it's going to lead to what? The MOTB. The mark. Revelation. I'm just I'm going to end off with that. Oops. Let's stay in the blue letter. Because this is all what just lead up to it, so I might as well read the prophecy on it. So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. In verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And it says, verse 18, it says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 636. 600, 3 score 6. 666. 3 score 66. What's the devil's number in real time? 666. Now, this is John writing it back then. Where do you think they got it from? The scriptures. But John wrote of it back then and said, like, this is going to be it. He's going to cause of all, both small and great. This is a future prophecy. The John, when he wrote Revelations, he didn't come into this realm. He died on like a regular man. And he didn't, in that time, they still didn't bring out nothing where no man shall buy or sell, save he has something in his right hand or on his forehead. This is talk about now. And Elon Musk, ironically, is the guy that brought up the brain chip. Same guy. Really think about it. It's all in front of us. All right? But let's go to the judgment for getting it. When you go to Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Now, what is that talking about? Ultimately, it's nuclear war, but when America is scorched, and that's going to be the full wrath of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, because he's going to add to the fire that the missile's going to bring over here, man. And what is everybody talking about right now? Get ready for nuclear war. Nuclear war. Get the nukes ready. Oh, all this nuclear wars talk, man. Wars and rumors of wars and all of that. All of that's happening right before our very eyes. Prophecies are happening right before our very eyes. The things that were written of aforetime. And since they're bringing it out, that means the judgment is coming soon. Because it's not going to just be a digital utopia for like another 100-some years. No, this is going to end quick. That's why I remember the apostle said, like, once they bring out the MOTB to the masses, once he calls it all, things are going to start to fly by even faster than it is now. And that's where we at. So, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM ROKHAKODASH. Double honors to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue preaching the truth and all truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom to those watching. Hey, man, we almost out there. Hey, keep watching. Things is happening as we speak. Even as right now, was it December 10th quarter? It's 1:44. Oh, we're getting off at that. It's 1:44. Call Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Shalom.